Yo, what is up guys? This is Pedro here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about why I think the Washington football team still can possibly win the NFC East. I'm not saying they will win it, but I'm going to be giving you guys the main reasons why I think they can win it. If you guys are new, subscribe for Washington and NFL content. So let's get right into it. And I do have an announcement. I partnered with House of Hoodies. They're a great hoodie company. They have actually a couple really nice jersey hoodies that have Sean Taylor, Dwayne Haskins, and custom jerseys. So go ahead and check them out, House of Hoodies, and use code Pedro for 15% off your purchase. So, if you guys didn't know, the Washington football team is currently in second place in the NFC East at 1-3. The Eagles are in first place with 1 win, 2 losses, and a tie. We're only half a game behind them, but they did just beat the 49ers, but that was with Nick Mullins at quarterback, and he threw a pick 6 and another interception. He was terrible, but we are still very much in it, and we are at 1-3, and we've played a pretty tough schedule. Besides the Eagles, we played the Cardinals, who are a decent team. They're 2-2 right now. We also did play the Browns, who are 3-1 right now, and we played the Ravens. So all the teams we played, besides the Eagles, are pretty good teams. And right now, we're the only team in the division with a divisional win. So we have an advantage there. So we have the tiebreaker over the Eagles if our records are close, and over the division because we do have the divisional tiebreaker. But so, yeah, the first reason why I think we still can win the NFC East is because this division so far is absolutely terrible. The Giants are 0-4. That is to be expected. They might win 2 to 3 games this year and get a top 5 pick. The Cowboys, though, they really should be 0-4. They did get a very lucky win against the Falcons, but they're 1-3, and their defense has looked absolutely terrible, and they've faced a little bit easier schedule than us, in my opinion, and the Eagles are still injury riddled, and if you look at their schedule coming up, it's very tough. So in a couple weeks, we still might be at the top of the NFC East. But some other reasons why I think we can still possibly win the NFC East is because we have a bunch of young players on our team, and they are still getting better. These first 4 weeks were kind of like a preseason to them. You've seen all of our young players have gotten better week by week, pretty much, with the exception of a couple. Like, for example, Antonio Gibson, every single week, he gets better and better. This week, 13 carries, 46 yards, another rushing touchdown, and he also had 82 yards receiving. He played really, really great. He keeps on getting better. And remember, he was a 3rd round pick, and he didn't get any preseason when he really needed it. And you can see every game he's gotten better. So I think now that, the first 4 weeks have gone past him, he's going to keep on getting better. And by the end of the season, I think he's going to be playing kind of like Miles Sanders did at the end of last season. I think he's going to be playing Pro Bowl caliber football at the end of the season. Isaiah Wright still has been getting better, and he's only played 2 games, so he's still kind of in his first few games, still getting the hang of it, but he's been a decent boost to the offense. Chase Young is gonna keep getting better, which is a scary thing for the NFC East opponents. He's gonna keep getting better. He's really only played 2 games in the NFL, and a bunch of our other young players will start to get better. We'll see. We're gonna get a couple players back, maybe Brandon Sheriff. So that is also another boost. And and I think Dwayne Haskins is gonna continue to get better and possibly play average football, which if he plays average, starts throwing like 280, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a winning formula. If we're healthy and our defense is playing well, we can win a bunch of these games if we play that way. And I think Haskins is going to continue to get better and better. So if you look at here's another reason why I think we can win the NFC East. If you look at our schedule, even you can count the Rams as a winnable game because they barely beat the Giants. But if you look at after that, you play the Giants, the Cowboys, the Giants, the Lions, the Bengals, and the Giants again. Every game in the NFL is winnable, but these 6 right here are very, very winnable games. They could win 4 out of these 6. I think they'll win 3 against the division. I honestly think they can win 3 out of the 4. Or I think they're going to at least win 3, not at least, but I think they'll win 3 more divisional games for the year. So I think they'll split against the Cowboys either win 1 or 2 against the Giants. If they win 2 against the Giants, maybe they lose against the Eagles in the last game because they're starting to get healthy. And then we'll probably split against the Lions and Bengals. One of those teams will win. So that means that's 4 wins in 6 weeks. And who knows if we win against that Rams team. And if we do, that's possibly 5 games won in 7 weeks. And sure, we have a very tough schedule at the end when we play the Steelers, 49ers, and Seahawks, and even the Panthers are pretty good, but we'll probably end up winning one of those. So, like I said earlier, this division is so weak, and I think that 7 wins, it probably won't win the division, but you really, really never know. It could end up winning the division, and, it still might be the Cowboys or the Eagles, but let's look at the Cowboys schedule. Let's look at the Cowboys schedule and see how easy it is or how hard it is. So they play the Giants next week. That's probably going to be a win right there. So that's one win right there. You got the Cardinals. I think they lose that game. I say they split against the Eagles and us. Then they play the Steelers. That's a hard game right there. Vikings, they lost the Vikings last year, You never know. They play at the end of the season, they play the Ravens and 49ers. So their schedule is a little bit easier than ours, but they are 1-3, and their defense has just been absolutely terrible. We'll see if they get a hang of it, if they start to get a hang of it, but they have not been good at all. And then if you look at the Eagles, they have a very tough schedule. So they just played the 49ers, they beat them. Then they play the Steelers, then they play the Ravens. So those are 2 very tough games. I will be very surprised if they win any of those 2 games. Then they play the Giants, that's probably a win. They play the Cowboys, who knows, they probably lose that game. Giants again, that's probably a win. But then they play the Browns, the Seahawks, the Packers, the Saints, and the Cardinals. That is an insane schedule right there. That is 5 games that they will be heavily favored to lose that game, because that's a very tough stretch right there. They'll be lucky to win one of those games, maybe 2. That's a tough stretch right there. So we'll see. So the combination of us having a weak division and our players getting healthy, plus our younger players are still developing, like I said, so I think they're going to get better and better each week. And, I think our defense especially is going to start to get better, and I think we're going to be able to win games because of our defense. And if we start to run the ball a little bit more effectively and, cut down the turnovers, I think turnovers are killer. It didn't really affect that much the outcome of the Ravens game. We were going to lose that game anyways, but playing a team against like the Rams or the Cowboys, one turnover could decide the game, so we have to cut down on those, and I think Haskins is going to start to play better, and that's also going to help us out, and still the other young players are going to get better, Terry McLaurin and others, so I still think we probably end up losing, maybe get second place in the NFC East, but I still see us at 6 to 7 wins. Who knows if that changes, but 7 wins could quite possibly win the NFC East. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out House of Hoodies. They're a great company. Go ahead and check them out. Use code Pedro for 15% off, and yeah, let me know. And also let me know what you guys think about the division. I think regardless, we're probably going to finish second place in the division at 6-10, 7-9. And yeah, thanks for watching. Turn on those post notifications so you never miss a video. Subscribe if you're new, like the video, and peace.